Alright, hello everybody and welcome to the stream. As always, my name is Technomagus and we are now on part 16 of Secret of Mana. When we last left off, the Imperial Castle went kaboom! And so now we got rescued by King Truffle riding our brand new dragon Fleming. We took him home back to Matango, and then I went and did a little bit of grinding to get everybody's magic up to max, as well as to raise levels a little bit and try and up some weapon strengths. Very quickly hit the cap because I'm gaining levels way too fast, but that's beside the point. So, before we actually continue, our next step actually is to go and meet Sage Jacques up at the Upper Lands. But first, there is a couple side quests we can do now that we have free reign to go wherever we want in the world. There's actually an island we need to visit somewhere around here. Nope, that's not it. We actually can visit the next three palaces in pretty much any order. Well, the next two palaces, the Palace of Darkness and the Palace of Light, pretty much in any order. That will be coming back to you later. So, if you remember back at the Katara Desert, they were saying something about how we needed to get a Sea Hare's tail. Well, that's pretty much where we're going right now. By the way, that is the Moon Palace right there. We can't go there just yet. Well, we can, but we're not going to be able to do anything to go there. Nope, that's ending area. Somewhere around here. That is another area we will be coming back to later. And actually, Secret of Mana is unique in that it is one of the few video games that actually has a spherical world instead of a donut-shaped one. But this is where we need to go. This mysterious turtle-shaped island. Land planet. As you can see, there really is not a whole lot around here. Okay, well, that's a thing. Okay. Well, at least somebody's sane over there. Alright, well. One more greetings. Scared little kid. Alright, so now that we've got the Sea Hare's tail, we are pretty much done with this island. That is it. That is the only thing you will ever come here for. So let's head back to Katara Town. Which is... where is it? Over here. Of course, you notice the water's already there, even though it's a barren wasteland with no water when we actually... Anyway. Okay, so for bringing the Sea Hare's tail back to Katara and restoring water, we get the Moogle Belt, which does exactly what it sounds. It lets you turn a character into a Moogle. And, just like with the Pygmy Hammer, using it again reverses the effect. useful when your characters get movement. It also can be used similar to the Pygmy Hammer to help dodge attack spells with the proper timing. Alright, so now that we are done with that, let's go find Sage Jock up in the Upper Land. Alright, so before we do that though, this is actually the starting area, more or less, for the Upper Land area. So, time for a little bit of backstory about the world of mana. They look suspiciously like crystal balls from the various areas. Apparently that was a music video of some kind. Well, there's no longer a Lorna, so apparently those missiles were unsuccessful. Abe Lincoln, which means that apparently this is Earth, sometime in the distant future. Apparently an argument between some scientists. And that one exploded. And I guess this is from the prior War of Mana, where the Mana Beast actually attacked the fortress and ended the world. In case you're wondering, I have no idea why your weapons are out, because you never actually fight anything. That's a hint. You'll see what I mean when we actually meet up with Sage. Alright, so, now that we have sufficiently seen cryptic, confusing messages, let's go ahead up the mountain to meet Sage. In case you're wondering why I have not actually rated the item shop here, it's because I actually already did during the off-screen grinding session. And we got some pretty nice equipment, including the ability to completely ignore enemy status ailments. I'm not sure if that's because I'm such a high level, or if it's because the enemies are just that weak at this point. In case you're wondering, the enemies actually are lower level than my characters are right now, so weapon experience is halved for all of them, which is unfortunate. But we're still going to kill everything on the way, just because we can. well, just about everything. Now, there is actually a glitch you can do in the game where if you have a character with a whip, you can have them, or actually any character, you can have them attack a whip pole, cast a spell at the same time, and then your characters have the ability, the third character has the ability to run through walls. It only works if you have multiple players. So it's a weird little glitch used in a couple speed runs, basically, to cheat up long areas with lots of whip zones like this. Basically, cause your climb up the mountain to take like 30 seconds instead of a good 5-10 minutes. Alright, so just basically make your way up. Oh, there's that stupid cat. Yeah, remember how I said there's only 3 enemies allowed on screen at once? Well, the stupid cat also counts as one. I wonder why. Hence why it needs to die. But, I mean, you can potentially get some decent items from him if you don't already have stuff to get. But yeah, screw that. Alright, so welcome to Sage Jacques' abode. Oh, great. Okay, so let's go to the Palace of Darkness. So the Palace of Darkness was that cave that we saw on the way up the mountain. Now we don't actually have to go to the Palace of Darkness. We can go to the Palace of Lights, which is on a completely separate island, or we can go. Or pretty much, it's Palace of Darkness or Palace of Light at this point. Palace of Light is required to go to the Moon Palace. And actually, easy way to get there if we just call Flammy, and then immediately land. And it puts us right in front of the Palace of Darkness. Alright, so girl hat. Actually, no, I don't think we have. Okay. Whip is not next. Alright, so Palace of Darkness, as you can see, it's a palace. Explore, kill everything, you know, the usual. And of course, being that this is the Palace of Darkness, there are annoying enemies all over the freaking place. Fortunately, they all die really easy. And a lot of them are, like for example, these guys we already saw at the castle and are now significantly higher than... Oh, gee, damn it thing! Alright. Wait for it to stop burning. Oh yeah, you also are going to need the axe, because stalagmites. so this we're going to have to come back to because we need that switch over there. Alright, dead end. And of course, as always, just explore, murder everything, explore some more. Hit the switches, you know, basic stuff. Alright, in case you're wondering what wall is basically reflect. It will reflect any magic cast on that character back at its cast, or back at a random enemy. And wall lasts for freaking ever. The elemental we get from here, Shade, has the ability to dispel wall, but Shade has a much better spell in Dark Force, which is pretty much the only attack dark magic. Or at least the only worthwhile one. Hey, money! Not like we really need it at this point. Stupid thing. It's taken me for a rather long time. Okay, yeah, nothing up here. Okay. Now we get to hit that switch. And now we get to make our way all the way back around to the beginning. Come on. And we also get to go up the center room. Good job, thing. Way to kill steal. Come on, you two idiots. Let's go. This way. Come on. Now, before we do anything, let's go ahead and check out that center room. Or center entrance and see where that leads. Slightly a dead end, but... Oh, here we go. Chests. We like chests. And we get a gloves orb. Good. Let's go. Alright, now that we have hit the switch, the cave wall has opened, and these two idiots are stuck on level geometry because reasons. Let's go. Okay, so this switch basically... The switches basically reveal a invisible path. You can't actually follow the path until you hit the switch. Nothing up here. Say, for example, the last switch, next bridge right there, but we can't actually cross it until we activate the switch. Alright, and now we are at the boss, the Lime Slime. Who is actually really evil. Whenever you cast any spell on him except for Salamando, he changes color to whatever element you used. Now, of course, the guy here is Salamando. So you just burn it with fire. And as you deal damage to it, it will slowly shrink. See, it's already getting smaller and smaller. This thing is not a threat. Oops. Out of empty. Oh, and it's dead. Like I said, not a threat. You face a second one later, second slime later in the game that is only marginally more threatening than this one, and the only reason I say it's marginally is because it expands instead of contracts as it dies. Alright, and now we have gained Shade, the element of darkness. Now, only the sprite gets access to Shade. And you get the spell Dark Force, which is a elemental or darkness elemental attack. You get Evil Gate, which is a horrifically terrible attack that has a random chance of killing an enemy, even more unlikely than Stone Saber petrifying an enemy. And then you get Dispel Magic, which breaks buffs such as Saber effects, power-ups, wall, loosen barrier, and stuff like that. So, Shade is pretty useful, but the girl does not get the effect or the abilities of Shade, so there's no Darkness Saber to use or anything like that. Alright, so now that we have obtained the element of darkness and our 5th mana seed, let's go and see what Sage Jock has to say. Alright, let's go. Come on, you two idiots, let's go. Really? Damn it, boy, get up here. And of course the stupid cat's not there. Because why would it be? Oh, treasure chest. Sure. Might be something relevant. And well, okay. At least it wasn't instant death. Problem solved. And of course, now that we have 5 mana seeds, we can level up our spells to level 5, which is going to take quite a bit of time, and I'll do that in an off-screen session, once again. Alright, come on, you idiots. Let's go talk to Sage Jerk. Or Jock. Still... friggin'. Gold Isle. So, now we know our next destination. Now we can go to Gold Isle. We could have gone to Gold Isle before the Palace of Darkness. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's get the dragon. Alright, so as Jack said, it is northwest. It's this way. Northwest. Did you say northwest? Ah, whatever. It's very easy to spot because it looks like Northtown. Oh, here it is. This is Gold Isle. And it's all shiny. Well, the island looks to be made of solid gold, so I wonder why. Oh geez, even the trees are gold. Okay. And holy crap, this stuff's expensive. Well, time to go on a shopping spree. Something tells me that the flower suit is actually not as good as the battle suit. Flipped up. Yep. Battle suit's better. Yay! Wasted money. Go ahead and sell off all the old crap. Including the new crap we just bought that we're never even going to use, which is sad. Okay, let's see if we can find out where Watts is as well, so we can upgrade our Javelin to the next level. Let's see here. Man, there is lag! Oh, weapon shop. Oh, yep, there's Watts. Alright, all our weapons are up to date. Okay, so let's go to the inn and save. Oh, wow, I don't want to deal with you either. Oh, bat. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and save here. Oh, wow, these inns are getting expensive. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. When I get back, we will have a chat with this King Mammon and then try and climb the Gold Tower. See you guys in a little bit.